You are joining me on a very rainy, stormy day, which honestly sometimes is incredibly cozy. So cheers to that. I hope you are having a good day wherever you are. And if it is rainy where you are, I hope you have something cozy to drink. I have a ton of drugstore makeup slash skincare to try on. It's kind of like a piecemeal haul. I got a bunch of stuff at Ulta recently, you may have seen in a recent vlog, and some other things I've gotten in the past few weeks. So some of it I've already been using, some of it is brand new still in the box. So it's a mix, we're gonna do it all. First up is this new Treehut overnight lip mask. And by new, I mean new to me. I don't know if the product itself is new. You guys, it is so it's just the right amount of vanilla. I have just found myself wearing this throughout the day. Not necessarily like I know it says overnight, but who cares, you know? But yeah, I am just such a fan. I just love the vanilla. It's not overpowering. It doesn't smell too fakey, but it doesn't smell too overpowering either. And I'm just really loving the formula. This feels very high end to me. And I feel like, I don't know, I've realized lately I've been using a lot of this CosRX Lip Sleep. I've been trying to use this up. And I have found that it has this almost grainy texture to it, and I don't love it. And so kind of replacing this with this here, and I'm loving the Treehut one so much more. It's also allergy season, so the roof of my mouth, you know, it's itching so badly. Next up, I have been trying the Naturium Vitamin C Complex Serum. I like it so far. I don't know that it's as effective as some of the other ones I've used that I've loved, like the Maelove and the Goodall. The Goodall one you can get on Amazon. I can link below for the specific one. And it's also really affordable. It's about the same price as this. I don't know. And what's funny is when I had posted some kind of picture of like a little bit of this makeup on Instagram, and I got quite a few DMs asking like, do you feel like the Naturium works well for you? I don't feel like I'm feeling like it's working. So a couple people said that, and I found that interesting. So I don't know. It's still newer to me. I've been using it the past couple weeks. It's always hard to tell. So I will report back on the vitamin C serum. I'm gonna use it up. I'll keep using it and see how I feel about it. Let me know your thoughts if you've used theirs. I know they have another one that also has something else in it. Does it like also have retinol? Hold on, now I wanna look it up. It was like vitamin C, but like on steroids, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's their vitamin C super serum. I can pop a picture of it on the screen here. It has a black label. Oh, vitamin C super serum plus. So this one, yeah, has vitamin C, retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and salicylic acid. Holy moly. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. Do you use it during the day though? Because I feel like you're not supposed to use retinol. It says morning and night, but you're not technically supposed to use retinol during the day because it make your skin a little bit more sensitive to the sun. So either way, you'd probably pair it with SPF. But still, that is very interesting. I feel like I would only want to use that at night. But anyway, if you've used that one, let me know your thoughts. That is like a powerhouse. That's crazy. So this other thing I am so excited to finally own. I've used it a handful of times now. This is the La Roche-Posay Tinted Mineral Anthelios Light Fluid Sunscreen. These names are getting more and more ridiculous. It's got kind of an interesting bottle here, but it's SPF 50 and it's titanium dioxide 11%. It's just a squeezy tube, and it is definitely a little more liquid. And so it's really, really easy. I'll just put a little bit on to start, to blend into the skin. Now, here's the thing. This is their tinted one. It is definitely darker than my skin tone. I know they have one that's not tinted. I don't think it's mineral though. Let me look. When I was looking for this was a little bit confusing because there were a couple different kinds, but this one is like viral online. I will say, you know, the tint kind of goes away. I wouldn't wear this sunscreen on its own on my skin tone though, because I do think it looks a little bit odd. Now, if I had a little bit of self-tanner on, actually it might look great, but for my regular skin with nothing on it, it's just a little too dark. Okay, they do have it. All right, they have a mineral one that is not tinted. See, that's what I meant to get. I might add that to my cart. I got a couple gift cards to burn, like $5 gift cards here and there. Anyway, this is definitely like, yes, this is drugstore, but it is definitely a little bit more expensive. La Roche-Posay, like their cleansers are still, I would say, in the drugstore range, but their sunscreens, they're very high quality. They're very nice, but they definitely start to reach into that like $30, $40 range. Like this is like $35, $36.99, I think, to be exact. But it blends in so easily. I haven't noticed like pilling up with makeup or anything like that. So I think I am gonna try the non-tinted version too. Now, if you're a little bit deeper skin tone than me, this might be like a spot on, but they don't have multiple colors. Oh man, if La Roche-Posay did, that would be amazing. But yeah, it's just, it blends in so fast, and I feel like it looks moisturized, but it's not overly dewy or greasy or anything like that. And I can see why this has gone so viral for a while now, because it really is that good. It really is that pretty. And honestly, now that it's all on, I mean, it's not like super obvious. Okay, we gotta move on. Actually, let this sink in for a few minutes and then we'll come back. This next one is an interesting launch to me. So this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. So it says, with all the signature makeup stick of the OG Power Grip, so like the green one, this mattifying primer is infused with lemon myrtle blend to help reduce the look of excess oil and shine, creating a smooth finish while gripping makeup for long-lasting wear. So I have gotten back into wearing primers like this. I've been using the one from Smashbox quite a bit the past month. And so when I saw e.l.f. had this launch, I was like, that sounds like just like that. So my only thing is I feel like they've already had something like this. So maybe that's exactly it. They kind of rebranded it. The other thing I thought was interesting is that this looks like the old school e.l.f. packaging from back in the day. So I thought that was kind of interesting. My other guess is this is supposed to be dupe-esque to the Milk Makeup one in the black tube. It's an interesting texture. Let me feel. It definitely feels sticky. It's a little bit tacky, but not quite as tacky as I think the Power Grip is. It doesn't feel quite as like silicone-y, but it does have a little bit of that effect. So let's just put some on and see what happens. That's why I kind of wanted that SPF to sink in a little bit more. I'm just gonna kind of tap this primer in. As I've been messing with primers more lately, I've been tapping them all in because I feel like oftentimes when I've got all the things, the vitamin C serum, the SPF, then putting on a primer and then a coverage product on top, I feel like if I'm constantly rubbing it all, I feel like I'm just moving a lot of it around. So this is one layer I know I can just kind of tap in. It's not nowhere near as tacky as the green Power Grip, which I do like from e.l.f. I do still have because I use it. And I do think it works. So this definitely feels a little bit more up my alley because I don't love using the sticky stuff all the time. For me, it's not a pleasant application process, although I do think it works well. So this is a little bit more pleasant to apply. So I'm very curious. It's interesting that it says it's matte though, because I do not feel like that mattified at all. Do you? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put too much on, but let me put a little bit more on. Maybe if I just put it, I'm going to just rub it in right here. See if that mattifies. Maybe a little bit, but it's not, I don't think this is gonna be one of those kinds of mattifying primers that it's just like, whoa, you know? I'm gonna put a little bit more on my forehead because that's the area that definitely, if anywhere needs to be mattified, it's probably there. A little bit more matte. Jury's out on this one too. I'll keep you posted. I do have a like speed reviews where I go through everything I've tried over the past couple months planned for a couple weeks from now. So all of these you will see again after I tried them for much longer and then some. So listen, I am so excited about this one and I hope the shade is pretty good. So this is the new NYX Buttermelt Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. So it says it's a 93% skincare formula with niacinamide, mango, and shea butter. It has SPF of 30 and I got the shade number 2. So it just sounds like something I would like. And I've actually had a lot of good luck with NYX's skin tints. A lot of their like full-blown foundations I haven't loved, but a lot of their skin tint type products I have. So I'm gonna do half with a sponge. I feel like that color's pretty good. Okay, so it's not giving a ton of coverage. You can absolutely still see. So without and with, looks nicer, but that, I mean, that's maybe light coverage. Let me do it with a brush. We'll of course have more coverage that way for sure. Oh yeah, that's more my speed. It looks pretty. Ooh, I feel like that looks really nice. It's not looking super, super dewy. It's not looking super matte. And it could be the combo of this with that e.l.f. primer, but I definitely like it with the brush for sure. It smells good too. It's not overpowering, but there's definitely a little bit of a smell there. So whether that's a pro or a con for you, I don't know, but so let me get a little bit more over here. Oh my gosh, I am really liking the finish of this. I will put wear notes down below of how all of this looked by the end of the day for you to read. Sometimes it's hard to find. I'll have it in the description box, which is very hard to find on YouTube anymore. I'll also put it down in the comments. So you might have to scroll all the way to the bottom, but I'll have a pinned comment with all the links to stuff, but also how these things work. Because sometimes they look amazing when I apply them, but then like 3 hours later, I'm like, it looked awful, avoid, avoid, avoid. But yeah, I am thrilled. You know when you just see a product and you just get that feeling and you're like, this is gonna be good. I just know it. This is how I felt about this and I'm so glad that I was hopefully so far, right. This would be something I could see because it's so affordable. Assuming it wears well, I could see myself getting my self tanner shade of this to use for the summer as well. I don't often buy like a bunch of dark shades of foundation, but this is kind of that perfect thing because it's not gonna break the bank. I can just get the one shade I need in that, and then I'll have this for the rest of the year. But oh my gosh, yes, Nyx! This is so pretty. I hope it's coming across on camera how pretty it looks in person. I will say the only thing is I just feel like I've had a lot of issues with some like dry weirdness right here. So pay no attention to that area, please, today, but everywhere else it's looking really pretty. I think I'm realizing oftentimes when I put primer there, which I have been, I feel like it makes it look worse. So I need to just like lay off the between brow area for a while. We have had some wins today. Okay, e.l.f. also launched, I actually don't know if this is new or not. I think it is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter. This is a pressed powder, but it says includes velour puff and mirror. Light buildable coverage with this soft focus glow. This sounds kind of like the Hourglass powders, like that vibe where it's giving a little bit of coverage, but not a ton. Oh, that's more than just a pressed powder. Why don't we just see what happens, shall we? Whoa. Yeah, definitely has a little bit of a glow to it, but it's also setting it, so that could be perfect. Depending on what you want, that might be exactly what you want. I'm just now realizing I'm doing this and I haven't put any concealer on. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But I'll do that in a second, but it looks good. I feel like it's looking a little powdery in that same area where I'm having issues, but again, ignoring that, I feel like it looks nice. I feel like this is one of those things that I will probably end up reaching for a lot because it's kind of that hybrid between a full-blown powder foundation that's mattifying and high coverage, which I love, especially if I'm just like touching up, but it's more than just like a translucent pressed setting powder that's setting it, adding a little bit of a powder to it, but not any coverage. So I love that kind of product, and I like that it has a slight glow, but it's really nothing overpowering. Like I feel like it mattified more than it added glow, but it's like that Goldilocks effect. I have the shade Fair Neutral Cool, by the way. When I tell you it is like, I don't know, 10 a.m. and maybe 11, and it is as dark as it could might as well be 7 a.m. What? Might as well be 7 p.m. Actually 10 p.m. I take it back. Anyway, now it's getting dark so late. Okay, so hopefully you can still see okay. Next thing is I wanted to try a new liquid liner from the drugstore. So this one is the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Precision Felt Eyeliner. This has a 0.4 millimeter tip, so it seems really, really fine, which is fine. But it still kind of goes to, like it's still got a decent size to it. Oh wow, very, very black, okay. So I tight lined a little bit just to kind of get in the waterline with a pencil liner. And then, I mean, this is just how I do it, right? Sometimes the very long thing can kind of throw you off. I feel like every liquid liner has a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, no complaints so far. It's super black. This I'll definitely update you in the wear notes how this looks, because this can either be wonderful and last forever or not. And I feel like that's definitely the deciding factor with liquid liners. It's application and then how it actually wears. So this is looking amazingly black. That was, I mean, pretty darn easy to use. Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes I get crazy and I go a little thicker, but I feel like that's the amount I want today on this weird rainy day. Came off easily with a makeup wipe though, but it was definitely not budging with just like just regular friction. So that could be a very good sign for how it wears. So I'm gonna throw on just quickly the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal Mascara. This is a newer launch. I've already talked about, I think, in videos, and I like it. It's a very different formula than the original L'Oreal Paradise. This one is way wetter, whereas the Paradise mascara is way drier. But I do think it can give a really pretty lash look. I don't think this is like a favorite mascara I need to personally repurchase again, but I do think it looks nice. So if you were just wanting to try a new mascara, I don't think it flakes or anything. You can build it up a bit, but it's not gonna be the most volumizing mascara you've used. I might put on another layer of that, but first I want to set my under eyes. So this is this teeny tiny little Morphe product. I don't know if Morphe's technically considered drugstore or not. You can find it at Ulta and it's like on that side. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of borderline price-wise. So this is a mini version of their 16-hour staying power loose powder, but they're like light pink. What do they actually call it? Brightening pink. So you guys know I love a loose pink powder, so I love that it's the smaller size. I'm gonna do it with a sponge here and just see, or a puff, I should say. Definitely brightening. I mean, holy cannoli. The difference there is alarming. That is super brightening. And you know what? I need all the help I can get. I got the red ring of allergies, as I mentioned, and I need all the help I can get right now on my under eyes. So that is giving me life. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Morphe, for this. I couldn't tell you the last time I tried a product from Morphe. It's been so many years. Oh yeah, so much better. So much better. Okay. I also wanted to try another shade of the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. This is in Pretty Peach. So I've had one shade of this and I've loved it, and I've had it for quite a while now. It's looking a little rough, but this peach just really caught my eye the other day, and I was like, you know what? It's time for another shade in that. So I love this formula. I just think it is so pretty, so wearable, but still got that beautiful shimmer. Like, is that not the most perfect summer peach blush shade? That looks like a vacation in a blush. Oh my gosh, this is making me so happy. This is making me very excited about this summery weather we are approaching. That's gorgeous. So Pretty Peach, definitely love this shade. I feel like the wear time on these blushes are great as well. Nothing else to say. It's an amazing line of blushes. I love it so much. I might do one more layer of the mascara. I just want a little more. You can definitely build this one a bit, I feel, but it's not like a perfect layering. I feel like it gets a little crunchy. Before I do lips, I have 2 lip products I want to try. I want to set the face. I've heard so much about this L'Oreal setting spray. It's the 3-second setting mist, 36-hour Defy transfer. It's an aerosol, but should be like a really even mist. So we're gonna see. Okay. Whoa. It does not look wet. It definitely smells like hairspray. It feels like you're spraying your face with hairspray. Okay, I'm just gonna be very honest about that. Wow. But holy moly, I'm gonna be very curious how all of this wears. I've heard that people really love this. They really trust this. I'm thinking about bringing it. We're going to a very hot location very soon. It's Disney. I don't know why am I being so weird about it. You guys know I go to Disney all the time. Super hot and humid. I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna test it out. I'm doing a get ready with me there, so I'll be able to update you on how it's doing if I feel like, and you can see the makeup I brought if you're curious what I would bring. So I haven't decided yet, so we'll see, but I know I'm bringing that. But I love that it didn't make my face look greasy or anything like that. That is always my biggest gripe with setting sprays, is oftentimes my face is already a little bit greasy and I'm putting that on and it just makes it worse. So, okay, this is the belle of the ball today. I'm dying to try this. It's the e.l.f. Glow Reviver new launch, but this is the melting lip balm. So I have their Glow Reviver lip oil, love it. This is their melting lip balm, very clearly meant to dupe all of the ones that are like this, okay? The Summer Fridays. I was gonna say Sunday Riley, Summer Fridays, okay. This one is pretty brown. I don't think I realized, but we're just gonna try it on, see what it looks like. Do any of you guys just put it straight on? How do you guys do it? I do think it's really pretty. It just makes your lips look so smooth. Like the lines are gone. You know what I mean? Like that is pretty incredible. Like that just feels nice. It doesn't feel wildly sticky. I mean, there's a little stick, but it's nothing crazy. Yeah, so this shade, by the way, it's vanilla toffee. I think it's meant to be very similar to, is it vanilla beige? What smell is that I'm smelling? It's got a slight, I want to say vanilla-ish, coffee-ish smell. It's not overpowering though. But yeah, super comfy. I'm gonna wipe this off, however, because I also want to show you this launch on. This is the L'Oreal Plump Ambition lip oil. I have it in the shade 601 Worth It. I have tried this. It definitely, okay, first of all, I love the way it looks on the lips. This shade is my lips but better, as you can see. So this will probably just get moved to my purse because it's exactly the look I want for my lips most days. I really don't have to have a mirror. However, it definitely has the tingle. Okay, so if, like, I'm a little bit of a baby with the tingle. I can handle this tingle, but it is definitely there. But it's not like the fire tingle, but it's definitely a tingle. Okay, so, but I just think it looks pretty. It's easy to use. So both of these I feel like are a win for sure. I could see myself possibly getting another shade in the e.l.f. We'll see. So that was everything. I think the standout products from what we tried today. Obviously, I am thrilled about the NYX Buttermelt Glaze Skin Tint. I just feel like it looks so pretty. I'm thrilled about the SPF, but I do want to try the non-tinted one. It's already in my cart. I am gonna try it. I'm working on a full-blown skin tint ranking video. I'm working on a sunscreen video. I'm working on a lot of things, so stay tuned for those, but those will definitely be in the running. Like I said, the Treehut Vanilla Lip Mask, I just absolutely love. The e.l.f. Primer, I'm gonna keep trying out. Same with the Vitamin C Serum. The Morphe Powder, I was really pleasantly surprised by how brightening. Like, I feel like I look so much more awake than I have in the past like week. So I'm very happy about that. I will also get back to you on the setting spray. So definitely check out my wear notes that I will have typed out below for you. Like I said, if you're into this kind of content, definitely check out one of my similar videos on affordable makeup and beauty products. I will link my playlist for affordable beauty down below. I've got literally hundreds of videos, I'm pretty sure, on that playlist. Or we gotta be at least getting close. I've been doing this a long time. So I love you guys. I hope you subscribe. Stick around for more new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.